With one match remaining in Game Week 17, a score of 62 points is just enough to avoid a red arrow. Chelsea restricted Bournemouth to just 0.36 expected goals, a figure only bettered by Newcastle during the game week so far. All 4 shots on target were comfortably dealt with by Kepa Arrizabalaga, rewarded with an impressive 9-point haul, but there are new concerns over Reece James after his return from injury lasted just 52 minutes. Just about every popular midfielder has delivered so far, including Mount, Almiron and Marcus Rashford, who capitalised on a well-worked corner routine to open the scoring against Nottingham Forest. But the jury is out on a late swap from Salah to De Bruyne, made with Man City's future double game weeks in mind more than for the immediate fixtures. Doubts over Mitrovic saw Anthony Martial come in, a costly transfer after the Serb was past fit and took full advantage of Crystal Palace going down to 9 men. Meanwhile, Darwin Núñez failed to score with any of his 4 big chances against Aston Villa. With the deadlines coming thick and fast, let's move swiftly on to the transfer plans for Game Week 18. After proving his fitness, Aleksandar Mitrovic is a key target ahead of his double Game Week 19. But as tempting as it is to buy him ahead of Southampton's visit to Craven Cottage this weekend, we must be wary of his yellow card situation. A booking on Saturday would see him pick up a 1-match suspension. So I'm leaning towards delaying that decision until next game week. Anthony Martial was my intended placeholder for Mitrovic, but after another week of information, it could instead be Darwin Núñez that I decide to sell. Another issue to deal with is of course the Reece James injury. My plan is to hold off from selling him until we get news on the extent of the damage. Even then, with Ben White already in the squad, carrying the Chelsea defender on the bench seems like a sensible option to delay using a transfer until I'm more clear on who I'd like to buy. As of right now, Brighton defender Pervis Estupiñán would be my number 1 choice. The Seagulls have an improved schedule after Game Week 20, and there's a strong chance of one of their previously postponed matches being added into Game Week 21. Again though, I wouldn't plan on using him in the next 3 game weeks, so I can afford to hold off for now. My plan is to roll the transfer for Game Week 18, and here's how the team is set to line up. Kepa Arrizabalaga faces a Nottingham Forest side that recorded the 3rd lowest XG total in Game Week 17. Steve Cooper's men have scored 3 goals in their last 4 matches, with only West Ham and Everton producing fewer. It looks unlikely that Reece James will be available this weekend, so Ben White will join Cancelo and Trippier in the starting 11. Arsenal conceded the lowest non-penalty expected goals total in Game Week 17, with Saeed Benrahma's spot kick ending a run of 3 consecutive clean sheets. The midfield is set to remain unchanged as Mason Mount looks to build on his impressive long-range strike against Bournemouth. The England international has fired a team-leading total of 16 shots in away matches this season. Nottingham Forest have shipped 10 goals in their last 4 outings, with only Southampton and Leeds faring worse. Miguel Almiron netted his 9th goal of the campaign with a classy give and go against Leicester. He's delivered an attacking return in 8 of his last 9 matches. Up next for Newcastle is a Leeds side that have given up a leading tally of 17 big chances across their last 4 matches. With 3 goals and 2 assists in 6 matches this season, Anthony Martial has averaged 9.1 points per 90 minutes. Among forwards with at least 200 minutes played, the Frenchman trails only Darwin Núñez and Erling Haaland with an average of 0.84 expected goals per 90. Wolves have conceded 13 goals in home matches this season, with only Southampton shipping more. With 2 goals and an assist in the last 4 game weeks, Darwin Núñez ranks 2nd to Harry Kane for FPL points amongst forwards. His tally of 8 big chances in that time ranks joint first with Ivan Toney, while no forward has created as many big chances as his form. Leicester had been impressive defensively before the World Cup break, but conceded 3 goals to Newcastle in Game Week 17. A home fixture against Everton is likely to make Erling Haaland the go-to captaincy option once more. The Toffees have kept just 1 clean sheet in 8 matches on the road this term, with no side facing as many shots from inside the box.